What I'm gonna walk you guys through is how powerful Arweave can be, and how you can use the platform that I am in charge of now, called BazAR. And if you're familiar with Ethereum, it's basically the OpenSea on Arweave. You can use it to create our versions of NFTs that are called atomic assets. You can trade the atomic assets as well. And the cool thing is that anything can be an atomic asset. Any file type can be uploaded onto Arweave as an atomic asset. And I'm going to walk you through uploading an HTML file. And you're going to be able to see the file render in BazAR right in the atomic assets. And I think that's pretty powerful because you can build a full website just in an HTML file. Make sure you embed the CSS and the JavaScript. And as long as everything is in that file, you can render it in the atomic asset. So we're going to do that quickly. I was going to show you guys how to set up the HTML file, but this is pretty basic. I'm sure you guys can figure that out, so especially with AI. But this is BazAR. This is the front end of the website. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Create, which is the uploader on BazAR. And I'm going to have to switch the screen quickly because it's a separate page. I hope you can see this. Let me just double check. Yes, you can see the uploader. So as you can see, I went to the studio version of BazAR, and it's pretty straightforward. You're gonna connect your wallet. Like I said, that's Wander Wallet. I'm gonna connect mine. It's gonna ask you to sign so you can get access. I'm gonna do that. And since I'm using a brand new wallet, it's gonna ask me to create a BazAR profile. And these BazAR profiles, they're basically account abstractions. They're like a mini wallet within your wallet. Let's say you can send tokens to them, you can send atomic assets, but it is controlled by your main wallet. These profiles just went through a recent upgrade, and now they're working with our latest technology called HyperBeam. So these are the newer zone profiles that were integrated into BazAR, I would say, a few weeks ago. So when you first come in, if you don't have one, it's going to prompt you to create a profile. And it made me switch the screen, so I'm going to quickly create the profile, and let's just give it a name, give it a description, so that you can identify yourself with it. Let me just do that quickly. Handle the same. It's only take a second, and then once I create my profile, then I should be able to upload atomic assets. And the cool thing is that on BazAR, right now we're covering your uploads, so it's free of charge to create a collection. And I would advise everyone to try it out, test that app, and if you see any issues, please bring it back to me, because my job is to figure it out and fix it. So I'm gonna refresh the page now that I have my profile. You can see this hash. This is the profile, right? So now I should be able to go to upload. There you go. Now when I go to upload, this is the normal uploader. So you can either create a collection, and within a collection, you can have many atomic assets, or I already have a collection made. I'm just going to upload an atomic asset. So we're going to click select and find the file. So I already have the file ready. Let me just select it, and it's just an HTML file. We're going to select it, click here on the three buttons, give it a name. We're going to say 3D model, right? That's what I am going to display, and you can give it a description as well. Okay, and then if you already have some collections, it'll say, hey, do you want to create a collection, or do you want to add this atomic asset to a current collection? I do not have one, but it's okay. We're just going to upload the assets. Here you can decide how many fractions of that one asset you want to have. You can have just one of one, meaning that you can only transfer one share of that asset, or you can divide it into 100 equal shares, and many owners can own that one atomic asset. We tend to add tags. Then this is just metadata that lives with the assets. It has many use cases, but you can use it to easily find the atomic assets on Arweave when you're fetching the data. So I'm just gonna select one, and then here, if there's a 3D model or an audio file, it will prompt you to select. But in our case, it's an HTML file, so we won't need that. Yeah, the profile is there, perfect. So now we can also add a license, and this is something unique to Atomic Assets. Our version of NFTs, you can add a UDL license. It stands for Universal Data License, and that lives on Arweave with the Atomic Assets. So you can actually tell people and dictate the terms of use for these assets so that if someone uses it, they have to abide by them. It doesn't matter if it's Spotify or any third-party platform. If they want to use your piece of art, they're going to have to pay you before they can profit. It's just one of the many use cases. So I'll select no commercial use. It's just for testing. Now you're seeing my personal profile. As you can see, I have an image and you know, my handle and Theo. And this is the same page that I was showing before. But since I have collections that I have already made, you can see the collections here and some of the Atomic Assets that I have created. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to upload. Hopefully, oh, wait, I'm not on the right page. Okay, here we are. So we're going to go to upload, right? Same thing as we did before. We're just going to select the file. Okay, you cannot see it, but I can. Good. As you can see, I selected the file. It was an index file, and we're going to give it a name. 3D model, right? Save that. You should add a description as well, but you don't have to. And then I already have a collection that I want to add this to. And as you can see now, because I have collections that I created in the past, I can select the current collection to add this Atomic Asset to. So I'm going to add it to this one. And then we're going to just, like we did before, select the amount of shares, add tags, make sure that you choose if you want to make the Atomic Asset transferable, because there is an option to make it that you cannot transfer it to anyone. That term is known as soulbound tokens. But we want to be able to transfer it, especially if you're trying to sell an Atomic Asset. You want to make sure it is transferable. And that's it. Select the license. I do not want one. Next. And then here it just goes over everything you selected. Make sure it is as you want it to be. And just click upload. And instantly, you know, it's going to ask you to upload. I have to sign, so I got to quickly enter my password. Okay, perfect. And then you'll see it uploaded the asset instantly. It's already on Arweave. And right here, if I click on the model, you'll see how it renders. So let me just, oh, it did render there. Perfect. So as you can see, this is the Atomic Assets, and it's a 3D model moving because it is actually an HTML file working with three.js. And this is an actual token with an HTML file embedded in it. And I think it's pretty cool because you can build full websites, turn it into Atomic Assets, trade them, you know, and add UDL if you want. But there's basically no limitation to the types of Atomic Assets that you can create, because you can upload any file type to Arweave. So just wanted to show this bit because I thought it was pretty cool. I would love to see more people try this out and kind of see what you guys upload to Arweave with BazAR.
It's
But
really
I think
cool
that's the end.
Like, I've never seen any of this stuff, so this is really cool.